May 27th, 2019. A day that will unfortunately go down in history. A day that several intense, damaging tornadoes tore through the Dayton, Ohio area overnight. This video documents my first tornado chase, both a thrilling and humbling experience, giving you an up-close and personal view of what really happened on that terrifying night. First, let's take a look at the setup. The SPC issued a slight risk for severe storms for west central Ohio around 3 p.m. An enhanced risk was placed further north, where the SPC thought there was the highest tornado risk. The models disagreed with the SPC. They showed powerful, long-track supercells tearing through west central Ohio just north of Dayton. Turns out, the models were right. It became apparent that something wasn't right when a large supercell fired in east central Indiana around 7 p.m. and began to move east. It was anchored along the warm front, which means it had a pretty big potential of producing a tornado. So I ended up heading straight for the south side of Dayton around 9 p.m. hoping to intercept this storm. I intercepted just south of Dayton around 10 p.m. I intercepted this storm just south of Dayton, just as 2 tornado warnings were issued. It was at this moment that I realized things were about to get serious and something crazy was about to happen. The storm rapidly strengthened as I followed it east. I pulled over in a cornfield south of Lebanon, and I could not believe my eyes. A massive tornado emerged from the rain to my north. I immediately reported it to the National Weather Service and 911 EMS services, and soon after, thanks to my input, a tornado emergency was issued for Trotwood. Sadly, in a few minutes, this town would take a direct hit. Confirmed tornado going on right in there to the right, past that clump of trees. Tornado, oh, there it is, there it is. The tornado is in there right now. It is hitting Clayton, it is hitting Clayton. Wedge tornado. This is not good for the people of Trotwood or Shiloh at all. I continued to follow the storm northeast to keep up with the tornado. Visibility was less than ideal in the suburbs of Dayton, but I could still see power flashes ongoing to my north as I followed the tornado from behind. Once I felt I was close enough, I pulled off the highway and watched the tornado pass ahead of me. It's right there. I
said, are you going to get trouble? He said, hold on, here comes the cops. And I was like, oh, no. Paul's the one calling in all the stuff to all the stations right now.
At this point, it was unsafe to continue pursuit. So I waited for the storm to pass and then headed to Trotwood to see what happened.
That's real tornado damage
EMS
right there,
vehicles
guys.
were everywhere. People were crying. Truly a heartbreaking scene.
And Arkin is probably already dead. I'm just guessing now.
Yeah. Trees down everywhere. West Milton, Beaver Creek, Laura, Trotwood. Just many of the areas affected by tornadoes on this dangerous night. Why didn't the SPC see this coming? Why was this such an unexpected event? Why did tornadoes happen at the most unfavorable time of the day? Nocturnal tornadoes are a worst-case scenario. Us storm chasers love to see tornadoes, and it was my first one. But there is nothing good about the destruction and damage and the effects of lives that these storms have on people. It was a heartbreaking and harrowing scene to see what happened in Trotwood and other places. We are lucky that so far there have been no fatalities reported after such a dangerous night. Part of that comes into people calling in the tornadoes as they saw them, which I was one of the first. This was by far the most dangerous storm chase I have ever embarked on. The terrain was terrible. I could barely see. I was really lucky that I had the road networks that I did, that I was able to follow the storm. I really don't feel like bragging about having a successful chase, when so many people's lives were destroyed this night. The pictures coming in from Trotwood are absolutely devastating. Please keep the people in your thoughts and prayers. And when a relief effort is organized, if you could help, I will send the link and you guys can contribute. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. At this point, it was unsafe to continue pursuit. So I waited for the storm to pass and then headed to Trotwood to see what happened. EMS vehicles were everywhere. People were crying. Truly a heartbreaking scene.